Good evening. Let's spend a few moments together indulging in some candy. Tonight I've got a nerd's rope. Wasn't really aware of this snack. On the way home from work, I stopped by a late night retailer and picked up a couple items, including this Valentine's nerd's rope. So, I remember nerds quite well. I suppose when they were in their heyday, I ate a lot of them. They had a pretty good marketing idea, and the packaging here is exciting to me. Pink, red, and white nerds. They are, just as I remember them, cute, lovable, fun. There's a couple nerds. They're in love. So, well, I can't tell which one is the boy or the girl, so maybe these are, maybe they're coupling. Maybe nerds are, well, anyway, I also don't notice that any of these white nerds are coupling with any of these red nerds or any of these pink nerds. So something, there needs to be a good shake-up in the Wonka nerds world to make it more welcoming to all different types of nerds, I think. So that's the only problem I really see. Okay, feed your imagination at Wonka. Let's see what we got here. It's supposed to be chewy, ropey, and nerdy. So here's the official description. Soft gummy rope covered with tiny, tangy, crunchy nerds candy. Awesome. They are really cute, aren't they? There they go. Just playfully romping around. They haven't seen one another in a long time. They're just yearning for union. Ooh, yeah, acidic, strong, quite the smell. I'm getting strong artificial fruit aromas and some of the telltale scents of like what would be one of those common sour straws. Not gentle at all, kind of invigorating. Very stimulating to my nostril piece. Dextrose, sugar, corn syrup, and then we've got some malic acid and some other unusual additives. It may contain egg. Well, nerds, rope. So is this a treat you give to your loved one? What if your loved one is a pink nerd and you're a white nerd? What do you do then? It would be an awkward moment, wouldn't it? Not having a good time, easy time getting these out. I am having a good time though. Awesome. Whoa, whoa, this is way different than I would have thought. The colors are shimmering. I'm really excited. This looks like the the chewy rope interior is far different than I would have expected. It looks like a very bright red. I was just clutching the bottom of the rope, I think, with my hands, accidentally making for a hard time. But here we go. Let's unsheath the long nerd's rope. Oh, it's a little flaccid, isn't it? Here's the way it is presented to you. I think the rope overestimated its size because we've got a little bit of a space here at the tip. So what do we think about this treat? Tangy, beautiful. I mean, this is really a shockingly beautiful candy. It looks so awesome. Inside, like if they would have kind of had a dull colored rope, it wouldn't be nearly as exciting, because if you'll notice, gleaming up from in between these kernels, oh, well, there's papery bits falling off everywhere. Ooh, that's really nasty. That's really bad. Well, they've done a poor job in this arena. Here, I'm noticing that the paper making up this little waxy holders is just flaking off into little papery bits everywhere. But anyway, back to what I was saying. If you look through the kernels, you can see here, I'll twist the rope a bit, and you can see just a beautiful shimmery light catching rope. And in person it makes for an exciting spectacle. And the nerds look awesome. It's like flakes of snow and hemoglobin. Alright. Blood cells filled with oxygen. Beautiful. Let's give a little taste here. And I've noticed here, I mean, oops, I'm giving it, I've not been really too gentle with it yet, so far, and only a couple of nerds have fallen off, so they're pretty securely on the rope. Okay. Ooh. And an intense tartness. This is one of those candies that I think its MO is to be as extreme as possible. I'm getting a very, very intense, chemically sour tartness. And getting into the very center now, I'm enjoying the textural shift into kind of some gummy rope. I would like for the rope to be a lot more active in the flavor. I would like for the rope to be much thicker, maybe like 3 times as thick. So I'm unsatisfied with the thickness of the rope. You can get a view here that's all nerds. Maybe I'm sure it's hard to see, but on the inside, very tiny. I mean, the rope is only the glue for the nerds, and it seems to be kind of like a cherry flavor. An interesting way to eat candy with the nerds in my mouth feels awesome. Just feels like a mouthful of soft pebbles. And with some gentle chewing, yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty unique. A lot of tang, a lot of raw sugar, and they collapse into powder, kind of. It's actually very unique. And this time I'm getting more of the rope taste, and I'm left with the ropey bits in my mouth. And they're a good consistency. It's a, actually when you get down into it, it's kind of a firm, jelly, chewy rope. But it doesn't really have much place to shine because the nerds take over. It's the dominant partner is the nerds. So pretty awesome though. I must say, even though the flavor is not that good, the presentation, the packaging, the overall experience has been really exciting, invigorating even. because it's extremely unique. Actually, what I would really like is maybe to have the same format with a much thicker gummy rope encrusted with something else, like whatever would go good with gummies. I do like gummies on ice cream. Like if I'm having a bowl of vanilla ice cream, I would only pretty much put maybe some sprinkles, maybe some gummies, and some marshmallows on it. That'd be my ideal. Off the top of my head, ice cream. Unless I was somewhere that had, you know, just that whole extreme range of toppings like orange leaf or somewhere. But, so maybe like I suppose they do make like cowtails and things that are kind of a vanilla rope with a little bit of caramel. But maybe like an awesome vanilla rope covered with caramel or chocolate or something. So very interesting. The colors are very vibrant. The flavor is very effervescent. Now that my palate has become, become accustomed to them, it's just becoming even more unusual thinking about what they've got here. Nerds. It's pretty freaky candy, really. One more bite, I guess. And I'll sheath the Nerds rope until the next session. Yeah. It's difficult to come up with tasting notes because it's out there. It's just really an acidic, harsh, prickly flavor. It's drying my palate out. It tastes really unnatural. It tastes really distressing. I can feel my body recoiling because it's so sharply different from what you would find in nature that you would consider a food product. This is definitely an unusual, laboratory-made, perfectly marketed product. And it's strange how far humanity has come when you would offer up your loved one something like this as a show of your undying affection on Valentine's Day. So, the Nerds Rope. Recommended only for its absurdity. The Nerds Rope.